Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So this video is primarily about the ACCA's update regarding the computer-based examinations even for the strategic professional level. So there is a lot of fear amongst the students about this, how they're going to appear in. So guys, just first of all take a chill about it, because you've been giving the computer-based exams for the skilled level as well. So there's no such big difference there. It's just that, like, if you've given the AA exam, that is audit and assurance exam, in your skilled level, that is computer based, and if you've given that, that is like 70% is written, right? There are no MCQs in the AA exam. So if you've given that, I mean, there's no point of fearing about these professional levels which you're going to give in computer based format. So I think this is a very good news for the ACCA students, that the ACCA body hasn't cancelled the exams, but rather they have come up with this idea of computer based exams, that too remotely. Right now, the thing is that some people are confused, like how they will practice about the computer based professional exams, because we are accustomed with the writing part, and there is a lot of ruckus about this thing, that in professional exams there are a lot of exhibits. Then how we are going to read through those exhibits in the computer based exam? So for that, this video is primarily about the practice, like how you can practice on computer based exams, and how you will you will become acquainted with the exam format, this new exam format. So first of all, keep a smile on your face, because this is something very good which has happened, especially to us, the ACCA students. So I think we should be happy about this. So let's begin with it. Okay guys, so as you can see on your screen, I have logged in into the my ACCA account, and then where I'm going to is the students, and then I'll go to the study support resources, and then it will take me to the study support resources, from where I have to select my qualification. So here I go with my qualification, then I have to select an exam. So let's talk about AAA, the Advanced Audit and Assurance. Or let's talk about SBL, because SBL is like a way too difficult to be imagined in the computer based format. So let's go for that, right? So here we go with the SBL. Here you can see the CBE question practice ACCA practice platform, right? So I have to choose for this option to familiarize yourself with the exam format, view exam style questions, and sit mock exams. So let's go there. And these are my CBE question practice platform. So let's see some specimen exam. Okay, let's see a practice exam. Here I click on this, and it will take me to an external site, okay, that is Test Reach, and this is our SBL specimen exam. This is how it will look like. So if I don't view the whole screen, the software won't let me go to the next screen. So as you know that SBL exam is for 4 hours, so that you can see it is for 4 hours. Then I will scroll down and read through all the instructions. I have read it personally, so you have to read it in the exam. Okay, so there I go. Then I will read through all these instructions, the general instructions about the workspace, about how we can, what we can do in the exam and what we can't do in the exam. And within some specified time, these instructions will be over. You are just given 10 minutes to read these instructions. If you read these instructions within that time frame, that's fine. If you are not able to read them in that time frame, then you have to, the exam will start itself automatically, right? So see, I didn't scroll it, so it isn't letting me go to the next screen. So I have to scroll it and read through all the instructions, and then next. Okay. So there we go. Yeah. So now the time allowed and everything is there. So they are asking that, are you ready to begin your exam? So Let's say yes. Okay guys, now this is something which I want you to be aware of. I personally believe giving the computer based exam is going to be very much beneficial for you, whether you are in the student stage or whether you are working, because the reason is that we become accustomed with the actual work environment, because when we have to type, when we have to do the workings in the Excel sheet, the spreadsheet, so that adds value to your professional qualification, first of all. Secondly, there is an option to copy and paste, so that is a very good you can say edge which you guys have for pairing in the professional exams. But because when we did the paper based exam, we were supposed to write everything. So even if I was supposed to copy something from the case study itself just to mention it, I used to write that whole line. It used to take my time, but now you can just copy and paste it in your response box, right? So that is one big advantage which you have. So these are the exhibits. Okay, so like in the paper based exam, we used to turn the pages and then look at the exhibits and then highlight and annotate things there, and then we used to form one answer. But here you are given the exhibits like this. If I open the first exhibit, so this is your first exhibit, so I can read it. I can just I can even keep it small and open the second exhibit, and then I can open two exhibits simultaneously. I can open two exhibits simultaneously and read them. So wow, this is a great feature which you guys have, and you can use the this is about the exhibits, and also you can use the highlight. So if you want to highlight something with these four different colors, you can do that. If you want to point or annotate that, okay, this point relates to this thing, you have to keep it in your mind. There is a statement in the case study which you want to emphasize on for your planning and planning and structuring of the answer. So that could be done with the highlight option. And then you have the strike through option. That is basically when you cut the written part. You say, okay, I have dealt with it, so let's strike it through. So that is how we strike it. See, and then I have to select strike through, and it's striking, right? This is your strike through feature. And then you also have your calculator with you. You can also use your own calculators, and you can shift this calculator from standard to scientific. Okay, from standard to scientific. So we need scientific calculator for the present value calculations and all. So that is the need of the hour. So we can also shift it to the standard, and that's how you can use the calculator. It's quite simple, I'd say. And then I can cross it here, and then I can move to the scratch pad. Now this scratch pad won't go to the examiner for the assessment of your answer. This is something which for your planning, right? So you won't be given any scrap paper to write your plans of ideas. You have to type it in the scratch pad, but it won't be subject to your examiner, right? So this was about the scratch pad. Now then let's look into what else is here with us. We have the symbol. The symbol is for currencies, right? Because we don't have it on our keyboards. The currency sometimes is not there, especially for the pounds and stuff. So we can use this symbol and insert it there in our answers. Then I can simply, like if I have to write my answer, these are my tasks, the requirements. So if I read the requirement, this is my requirement. If I want to copy it in my response box, that is, response box could be your word processor, your spreadsheet, or your slide. So like if I open the word processor and I have to copy one requirement, I will just simply press Ctrl C and it would be copied, and then I have to press Ctrl V to bring it there. So here you can see that how easy it is to actually do this exam, because you guys have the option to copy and paste, right? So this is an edge. And but the format of this written thing won't be copied. So if it was something was in bold in the question requirement or in the case study, you can't copy the same format. And I have to copy the spreadsheet into the spreadsheet. It will occur in the same format, so it's an edge for you guys regarding that. And then you have the option of response in the slides. So we were supposed to make some presentation slides, right? So see, in the slide I write in small points the bullet points, and then there are speaker notes. So what are speaker notes and what is slide? In the box of the slide you can write the bullet points, and then in the speaker notes you can explain those bullet points. So that is speaker notes. Like we take notes of the in the presentation, but then when we deliver the lecture we look into the speaker notes, right? So that is basically the explanation of what is given in your slide. So that's how you can. I'm too excited about this, seriously, about practicing this thing with my students. But I don't know if you are still worried about this kind of exam, but this is really an edge which you have got, because you guys can copy and paste. Okay, so yeah, so this was all about your computer based exam. Now the thing is that how can we practice? Now students have this issue that they want me to address, that some students that they want me to address, that how can they practice it in their daily routine. The how we can look into the what we say, practice on the computer based environment. So guys, I've shown you that this practice area is available to you. Okay, so you can practice this, you can go for self assessment. Okay, so that's up to you. And this thing is like, how do I practice my revision kit, or how do I practice my past exams to get accustomed to this? So first of all, make sure keep it on your tips that you have to give at least 2 mock exams on this practice area. Okay, and secondly, you should also practice your revision kit, or you should also practice your past exam questions on the Excel sheet if it is some calculation based, like if it is SBL, and you should practice it on your Word file if it is a theoretical exam like AAA or SBL, right? So you should be doing that, and you should do it like with the time limit. So in every question the examiner gives you the time limit. So if you don't know about the time limit, then it is like 1.8 minutes per mark, right? So using that you can say the calculation, you can make your thing clear, that if the question is for 30 marks, then in how much duration I'm supposed to complete it. Like you should complete a 20 mark question in 36 minutes. So that is how you should be doing your work and everything. So yeah, that's all about the computer based exam. So I am too excited about putting this in my practice schedule with my students. So I hope it helps you. If you want any other information, like it's about the specifications which is being given by ACCA, I will drop down the link to that PDF, the specifications. I will also drop down the link where there is the official statement from ACCA that in some particular countries the ACCA exams, even the professional and the applied skill level exams, will be held remotely. That is computer based exam would be held. So each link you can find in the description box, and you can also find the minimum requirements regarding your computers and your technical area, like your Wi-Fi and your connectivity things. So you can find everything there. So all the very best, guys. I'm too excited about this. Drop your comments. How do you feel about this? All the best.